Shalom, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, as always, want to give all honor, glory, and praises to Yahawah, bahasham, yahawashi, waha, racha, kodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles who rule and teach well, that are teaching the right doctrine of the scriptures, as the scriptures say. Peace and salutations to the brothers out there on the highways and byways, pushing truth, being diligent and sincere. Brothers online, social media, and brothers and sisters in the truth. I just want to quickly side note, if you want to catch any of our camp videos, then go to Yahawah's Messengers on YouTube, and you'll find all the camp videos there. Also, you'll find all the brothers' channels. If you go to the YouTube channel and you go to channels on that channel, and you'll find all the other brothers' channels, which is edifying also, which bring out the scriptures. I just wanted to get a few precepts once again. That we just need to keep on our good works, because whether we're doing good or whether we're doing evil, the Most High, Yahawah, can see everything that we do. He's got angels reporting back to him. We can't see with our eyes. Some brothers can, but for the most part, there's energies around us. They take in record. Yahawah can see, hear, and know what you're thinking. So there's no getting away with anything. So we need to continue in the good works that and the good works is the keeping of the law, statutes, and commandments. So I'm not gonna keep talking. I'll bring out the scriptures. This is the book of Titus, chapter 3 and verse 8. It says, "This is a faithful saying, and these things I will that thou affirm constantly, that they which have believed in the Most High Yahawah might be careful to maintain good works. These things are good and profitable unto men." So, like I said, we need to keep up the good works. The good works being the law, statutes, and commandments. Okay. So it says, they that which have believed in Yahawah. So you believe in Yahawah. Now he's telling you, might be careful to maintain good works, man. Stay in the spirit. Maintain these good works. Keep pushing, man. No, we are not going to find it easy. It never says in the scriptures it's going to be easy, but we meant to maintain good works, which is the keeping of law, statutes, and commandments. Resisting all these temptations that are in front of us, because this kingdom gives you desires. It gives you everything the flesh desires, but the scriptures speak about in Galatians 5 and 16. It says, "Walk in the spirit, and then you won't fulfill the lust of the flesh." So we need to carry on in the spirit, being careful. And that's being careful is also checking yourself, see how you're moving. That we maintain good works. So we need to maintain the good works. These things are good and profitable unto men. So it's going to profit us to keep the law, statutes, and commandments. Be in that right spirit. It's profitable unto us. And you might not see. You might not see a change straight away or now. Like, you might not see a change, and you think, "Oh, I've been doing the law. I've been keeping the law." And that's why it speaks about he that endureth to the end, because we're all going to be rewarded according to our works. But we're going to we're going to get into that. It says, Matthew 5 and 16, it says, "Let your light so shine before men, that ye may see your good works, and glorify your Father which is in the heavens." So it says, "Let your light shine before men, that they may see your good works." So you keeping up your good works, whether you know it or not. The energy that you're pushing out, the light that you can't see that is shining off you, a beam of light that is unseen by our eye, the glow that is coming off you, other people are going to see it. Other people are going to feel it. Other people are going to feel that energy. Like they say, you walk into a room, you can cut the atmosphere with a knife. That so it holds a certain energy. That the light that will be shining off you is going to be a righteous light. And no one can't come against that. You're going to have these devils and these satanic spirits, these spirits, or these brothers and sisters that's got demons on them. try and test you, but as long as you on the side of Yahweh Hashem Yahawashi, he's going to be that strong tower, man. That word for works, I'm going to get the Strongs for that word works. It's G2041, and it means, it says that which one is occupied. So we need to stay occupied in these scriptures. Occupied, what does it say in Sirach 39:1, Ecclesiasticus 39:1? It says to be occupied in prophecy, and this book is a prophetic book. You know, it's got prophecies, man. A lot of our brothers don't believe in the prophecies, and they don't want to hear us coming out with the scriptures because they understand that it's going to cut them, man. But, you know, sometimes you need to be cut to be able to heal, you know. This is Hebrews 6:10. It says, for the Most High is not unrighteous to forget your work and labor of love, which ye have showed towards his name, in that ye have ministered to the saints and do minister. So it's a good thing that we doing this work, you know. It's a real good thing that we're doing it. And the Most High will not forget these works, man. It's all being recorded. He sees what you're doing. You know, faint not. You know, and keep on keeping on. Keep enduring, because the Most High can see everything you're doing, man. And there's angels recording everything you do. So your work is not in vain, man. You will be get your reward, whether it be good or bad. So you push out bad. Also in Galatians 6:7, whatever you sow, you're going to reap. So you push out bad things, you're going to get bad back, man. You push out righteousness, then righteousness, you know, you're going to be followed by righteousness. This is Hebrews 13:21. It says, make you perfect in every good work to do his will. See, it refines you. It brings out the impurities in you if you to keep on pushing out the good work. The good work being the law, statutes, and commandments, you know, keeping it. But with, you know, you need to have faith first and foremost. You need to believe in everything that's written first and foremost. So it says, make you perfect in every good work. It says, make you perfect in every good work to do his will. You know, do what your father tells you to do, man. Do what your heavenly father tells you what to do. Just like you, if you had a good father, you would, and he told you to do something, your earthly father, you would do it, you know, because you have love for your father. So you do what you do what he tells you to do. It says, make you perfect in every good work to do his will, working in you that which is well pleasing in his sight. Well pleasing in his sight. So he sees it, and he's pleased with your works, man. So, you know, let's keep going, man. Let's try not fall into these temptations that Satan has for us in this hellhole, man. It says, well pleasing in his sight through Hamashiach Yahawashi, to whom be glory forever and ever. So yeah, man, Most High, he sees it well pleasing. You know, he sees you, and it's well pleasing to him that you're actually keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. If you're not, then he's not pleased. You know, as simple as that. So you brothers and sisters out there that just say you got a personal relationship, that, you know, you and the Most High is tight. You know, if you ain't doing the will of your father, then you're not tight, man. You've forsaken your father if you're not doing the will, you know. This is Titus 2:7. It says, in all things showing thyself a pattern of good works. So you need to get into a pattern where you're doing nothing but good works, man. You know, sometimes we fall, you know, we get back up, but, you know, you need to get yourself into a routine of good works, man. A routine of good works, not good work for a day, 4 days off, and then, you know, another day you might do something that's kind of righteous according to the scriptures, and then you're off again out into the world. You know, we need to stay grounded, firmly grounded in these scriptures to show your pattern of good works. It says in doctrine, showing uncorruptedness, gravity, you know, staying firm and to the ground, you know, sincerity, sound speech. Sound speech is used speaking with wisdom, which is coming out of the scriptures, man, because these scriptures answer everything. When I first come into this truth, I had so many questions, man. And before I come into the truth, I had so many questions that I was seeking answers for, and I couldn't find it anywhere, man. And when I found these scriptures through the Spirit, through Yahawah Hashem Yahawashi, the Wada Yahawah Hashem Yahawashi, I want to say the Wada Yahawah Hashem Yahawashi for everything you've done and what you're doing now, man. Brakatah Yahawah, Brakatah Yahawashi. So before I was in this truth, I was seeking answers, man. I had so many questions, man. What am I doing here? What is my purpose? Where am I meant to be going? You know, where did I come from? Like, what is my purpose? So it says sound speech, and these scriptures gave me all the answers to every question I ever had. You know, and I still continue to have questions. And you open up the scriptures and you find the answers, man. This is why it's a beautiful, beautiful thing that Yahawah has done. So the water for that Yahawah, man. Brakatah Yahawah, Brakatah Yahawashi. It says sound speech. I'm going to start from 7 again. It says, this is Titus 2 and 7. It says, in all things, showing thyself a pattern of good works. Everything we do, not just at camp, you know, not just to make a video. You know, when you switch off the video, when you leave camp, you're still meant to be in that pattern of good works, man. When you're behind closed doors and you think you're on your own, Yahawah is watching, man. Angels watching. Devil's watching, man. Waiting to prounce, man. What did it say? Like a roaring lion seeking who he may devour, man. So that's why you have to stay with your good works in a pattern of good works. It says pattern of good works in doctrine, showing uncorruptness, gravity. So we can't be trying to make our own doctrines from these scriptures, man. No private interpretation, man. It says doctrine showing uncorruptness, gravity, sincerity, sound speech that cannot be condemned. No one, if you come in out these scriptures, you can't be condemned, man. You're going to have Satan, but you can't, because this is the truth, you can't be condemned, man. They can only buck up against it. They can only go against the word, which means they, you know, Yahawah is not dealing with them, man. But they can't buck up against you if you're coming out of the scriptures, because you're coming with wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. It says that he that is of the contrary part may be ashamed. So, you know, they're going to be ashamed. And this is why a lot of our brothers don't want to stop when we're on the highways and byways, because they're scared of being ashamed, man. They have fears that this place gives you, you know. They have a fear to be corrected, man. We have to be corrected, man. Like I said, you have to be wounded to heal, man. And these words can wound, man. The Most High wounds and the Most High heals, man. So sometimes you have to get that hurt first. You have to be corrected, you know. Because, you know, without correction, you can't learn nothing, man. You know, I learn through being corrected, you know. Otherwise, you're going to still not have the right understanding. It says, sound speech that cannot be condemned, that he that is of the contrary part may be ashamed, having no evil thing to say of you. Nothing. No one's going to be able to speak bad of you if you stay in these scriptures, man, because these scriptures are righteous. These scriptures are just. And this is how we need to stay in that kind of spirit, man. But we have to have faith, man. We can't just say, yeah, I don't do this and I don't smoke. I don't do this. I don't commit adultery, so on and so forth. You know, the list goes on and on. You know, I don't sin, so I'm keeping the commandments. But, you know, we still need to have faith, man, with everything that's in these scriptures. We still need to have faith. And we still need to have works. You know, we can't... this is why it's important with the works, because if you have faith, say you got the faith now, oh, I believe in God. Well, he instructs us how to move in certain situations. And if you ain't moving like that in a certain situation, then do you really have faith? You know, do you really have faith if you're not listening to what your Yahawah has told us to do? If you're not following the law, statutes, and commandments, the covenant that was given to us, children of Israel, then do you really have faith in your Father, man? Or you have faith in yourself? This is James 2 and 20. It says, But wilt thou know, O vain man, that faith without works is dead? Was not Abraham our father justified by works when he had offered Isaac his son upon the altar? Seest thou have faith with works, and by works was faith made perfect. So by faith, by works, faith is made perfect. By you keeping everything that your Father has told you to do, You know, that means you have faith in the word. You have faith in Yahawah. You have faith in bahasham Yahawah. So with your works, you're going to show the faith that you have in your Father. You know, and Proverbs 15:3, it says, the eyes of Yahawah are in every place, beholding the evil and the good. So like I was saying, and what I'm probably going to title this is, Yahawah can see everything, hear everything. You know what you're thinking, know what you're talking in your head. You know, and that's a fearful thing, man. If you're not being righteous, you know, if you're being righteous and you're doing what you're meant to do, then you ain't got to worry. You know, because the Most High will see and be well pleased with, you know, how you're moving, you know, and the faith that you have. But if you're not, and you've got a whole heap of wickedness, and you ain't trying to follow these laws, then it's a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power, man. And that's Hebrews 10:31, I believe. So the eyes of Yahawah in every place, not some places, not, you know. Even my daughter said, can Yahawah even see me under the cover? My little daughter, she's like 8 years old. I was like, even under the cover, man. Behind closed doors, Yahawah can see everything, you know. He knows everything. The eyes of Yahawah in every place, beholding the evil and the good. Whether you're doing good or evil, Yahawah sees what you're doing, because we are in his space. This is his place. This ain't our place to do what we want. This is Yahawah's place, man. He does what he wants. That's in Psalms 115:3. You know, he does whatever he pleases to do, man. And you can't say nothing about it, man. If he wants to put someone to death, he can put you to death, because it's Yahawah's movie, man. He does what he wants. This is Ecclesiasticus, otherwise known as the Book of Sirach, chapter 23 and verse 19. It says, such a man only feareth the eyes of men. You know, a lot of our brothers and sisters only fear certain men, you know, fear your boss or fear this man, or you're on an area and there's a top dog in the area and you're scared of him. You know, we fear him, and we fear what someone might see us doing, like as in a person, you know, a brother or sister. You don't want to get caught doing your little sneaky. But mostly and ultimately and only, you got to be fearing what Yahawah can see, man. It says, such a man only feareth the eyes of men, and knoweth not that the eyes of Yahawah are 10,000 times brighter than the sun, beholding the ways of men, and considering the most secret parts. So, hey, Most High is seeing what you're doing, man. You know, and I'm not counted out of it. You know, I'm not excluded from that. But this is a message to everyone of Israel. You know, Yahawah can see everything you're doing. He can see all the other nations, what they're doing as well, man. They just tallying up their wickedness. What we don't want to do is tally up our wickedness, man. We want to be tallying up our righteousness, building up that spiritual bank account, man. Building up that wisdom and knowledge. It says, such a man only feareth the eyes of men, and knoweth not that the eyes of Yahawah are 10,000 times brighter than the sun, beholding the ways of men. You know, so he's seeing the way you're moving. You know, you may think you're doing the sneaky, and you can sneak away from a couple men and women and hide this and that. But Yahawah, he sees you. They're reporting back to Yahawah. They're reporting back to him, man. They're reporting back, you know, so you need to take heed of that. It says, the eyes of the Lord are 10,000 times brighter than the sun, beholding all the ways of men and considering the most secret parts. So even when you think you're being secret and sneaky, la'ah, which means no, man. Yahawah, he sees you, man. He sees what you're playing with, man. He sees you're playing a game, man. We can't be playing a game. This is a serious thing, man. And to all the brothers that sisters say, try not to take life too seriously, then, you know, you better think twice, man. You better think again and get your mind right, man. Because that's a bugged out statement. This is a real serious thing that we're doing right now, man. But you think this place is going to last forever, man. This is why you haven't any worries. You know, we fear Yahawah, so every action that we do, we worry, man. If we go off, that we ashamed and worried, man. Whoa, me personally speaking for myself, and I know the brothers that I'm around, you know, if we doing something and it's off, then we ashamed, and, you know, we repent, you know, because we understand Yahawah sees, man, what's going on. This is Sirach 39 and 19. It says the works of all flesh, not some flesh, not auntie's flesh, not uncle's flesh, not our little brother's flesh, yeah, your flesh. It says the works of all flesh, everyone, are before him. That's Yahawah, and nothing, not one thing can be hid from his eyes. So take that into consideration, Israel, man. And brothers and sisters that are just coming into this, man, you know, we're being watched 24/7 in your sleep, everything. This is also, yeah, Khan. This is Hebrews 13 and 2. It says, be not forgetful to entertain strangers, for thereby some have entertained angels unaware, man. And angels can manifest because we are angels, you know, which means message goes into messengers, you know. It says, be not forgetful to entertain strangers, for thereby some have entertained angels unawares. And sometimes, you know, angel can manifest as a person, might not be in a camp, but angel could manifest itself to you, and you don't even realize it's an angel. And this is why we always need to walk with wisdom and walk circumspectly, you know. 2 Corinthians 5 and 10, it said, for we must all appear before the judgment seat of Mashiach, that everyone may receive the things done in his body. Ooh-wee. You know, so there's no escaping. There's no escaping this, man. You want to act foolish now? You want to think this thing's a joke? Let's see who's laughing in the end. And I ain't saying I'm going to be laughing, but, you know, the Most High said he's going to laugh when you're, what does he say? He's going to laugh when your fear come, or something along those lines, man. You know, because the Most High has warned us, you know, he's given us warning, you know. How much warning, how much time do you have to tell you? If your earthly father or mother tells you, clean your room,